A rainy night in Gateway City. The rain fell softly and steadily on the cobblestones of Gateway City. The yellow lights of the Third Shadow Cafe twinkled like lanterns in the fog behind the steamed windows. Spinker entered silently, his collar pulled up. In a corner of the cafe sat a middle-aged man in a gray raincoat and a tired face. On the table was only a cup of cold coffee and a paper bag. He sat down opposite him. "You're late," the man said. "I took a look around as usual to make sure no one was following me." The man nodded. Spinker picked up the bag and looked inside. Several photos of the broken display case in the Forgotten World Museum. Turning to the man, he said, "What were they keeping in there? Was that all they had? Or did they take more?" As the museum owner and keeper said, there was only one thing, a red crystal that they say can capture or change the mind or erase it completely. Silence fell between them. The sound of raindrops on the glass echoed in the air like a heartbeat. Spinker said, "Who is behind it?" "I don't know yet, but you could feel a trace of force." "Boom tube, maybe." He put the envelope in his raincoat pocket and held out another one to the man. "Initial payment." The man was about to put it in the inside pocket of his raincoat when Spinker said, "Take a look at it." "That's right. As always, I trust you." "Okay, but always be careful." Then he said to the waiter, "A coffee and a Nescafé." After drinking, he stood up and said, "I'll go see if I can get anything more." The man said, "Be more careful when you go there. It's dark and there's no one underground. That's why I prefer to be on the ground." "That's right. I don't know why strange, ancient and alien creatures love the darkness and being underground and hiding in something or somewhere. For now, as the raindrops hit, which had now become heavier and more intense, he raised the collar of his raincoat again and pulled his zipper up to his chin. He entered a deserted alley. A light shone around his body and a while later he was forgotten in the corridor of the World Museum. The museum was closed and most of the objects inside had been moved or sold. Now, with the thunder starting to thunder, the museum also took on a scary look. He turned on his flashlight and looked for the hall and the part where the robbery had taken place. Finding it, the flashlight's light began to search the walls and then the floor and finally the broken display case itself. The burglar alarm system had failed for some reason. There had been a power outage from outside or it had been disabled by museum officials, and there was no sign of the guard. Some of the statues and vases and tools remained. But it didn't seem like they were worth stealing and selling.